Alright, so that's with the volume cranked all the way up. Welcome back to Garage Matters. Now, tonight we are gonna do a little testing on powered versus non-powered speakers on your head unit. Now, y'all might have been watching my series, but I had an 8-part series testing out these 6.5 speakers right here. So I've tested over 8 different types of speakers right here, and I'll drop the link in my description below if you guys want to check out how all these speakers performed inside of this vehicle. I do want to say that on almost every single vehicle there is a factory installed amplifier, and it might be just a small little amp, but without amplifiers these speakers are going to produce next to nothing when it comes to noise. And I'm going to show you what's going on in here as well too. Now in this car it does have a factory amplifier right here. So this is not an aftermarket amplifier, so it's not pumping out a lot of watts. I'm not quite sure how many watts this is because this is a vehicle that was imported from Japan. But this car does come with 8 speakers right here. 1, 2, 3. 3 on the other side and 2 in the back right here. And this is part of this car's super sound live system, so I'm not sure how much watts this amplifier is pumping out. But to show you guys what's going on when it comes to powered versus non-powered, this speaker over here, the rear passenger side, what I did was disconnect it from down here, so it's no longer connected to this car's main wiring system. What I did is just disconnect it, and now it's connected to the speaker right here, to right here, and then this wire right here is just going straight into the back of the head unit right here, and it is this one right here. So it's coming straight out of the head unit right here. And let me show you guys again, right here, and then this wire goes straight into this rear passenger speaker. And we're gonna see how much sound this speaker produces when it's not powered. And I understand that this aftermarket head unit is powered, but we just want to see how much noise is produced when we're bypassing this factory amplifier. Now this is on the rear left channel on here in my head unit, so I will leave the rear right speaker hooked up to the factory amplifier just to show you guys how much sound is produced with the factory amplifier back to this back rear speakers. Now this whole test is because somebody had asked me a question to do a test on non-powered speakers. I guess maybe they thought that I had an aftermarket amplifier, like a big one, to like drive all of this right here, but I really don't. All I have is just the factory amplifier to power this entire sound system. And I'll turn it on for you guys to listen, but this factory amplifier does a pretty good job when it comes to producing good quality audio inside of this cabin. Alright guys, so this is what an EQ looks like. I did turn up the subwoofer level back up to 10, and let's go back to our fader balance. So our fader balance is in the center now. Now what I want to do is just play some music through this audio system to let you guys know how it sounds like with this factory amplifier. So right here I do have one of my microphones I'm going to place towards the back right speaker, and then I do have my dB meter right here, and I'm going to just set this dB meter up right here. And inside of this vehicle, it's so tiny that I was just knocking everything over once I had it set up. But then this should be able to tell us how much sound is being produced in. Right now, I just want to let you guys see what it sounds like. I do have a microphone inside of here, and I'm gonna close this door and just record some audio from inside the cab. And let's set our volume to 20. We're gonna leave our volume set to 20, and let's get some music rolling. All right, so all right.
I don't feel wrong as the odds against me. Like against the wall of my strength. Yeah, yeah. I can't let it break. Everything I've been through is made better. Love and hate, but you make me better. Been through everything, but you make me better. I can't waste the pain, that you make me better. Working every day, that you make me better. If you want to, check, I want to. I'm going in instead of L.
Alright, so hopefully I was able to get some good audio coming from this system right here. Now again, do have some tweeters up here, some highs, subwoofer. And then back here are these mid-ranges. So let's go ahead and reset this. We're going to move this to the rear left because we want to see how much sound is produced skipping or bypassing this amplifier. So from the head unit directly to the speaker. And what I'm also going to do is go ahead and turn off this subwoofer as well. Alright, so subwoofer level is now at 50. So this subwoofer is turned off. And let's go back to our fader balance. Okay, fader balance, rear left. Now I'm gonna hit the play button and see what happens. And then okay, and then we can also utilize this dB meter. And I'm just gonna move this microphone as well too, but let's go ahead and hit the play button. So I'm gonna come here, hit play. Alright, so it's dead silence. Now, I'm gonna move this microphone up against here, see if we can even hear anything. Okay, I could kind of hear something. Now that is with the volume set to 20. Let's go ahead and crank up this volume. Let's crank it up to about, let's turn it all the way up, see if we can even hear anything. Alright, now I can hear something. I'm gonna move this other microphone just a little closer, see if we could get some audio. Alright, so that's with the volume cranked all the way up. I'll place this microphone back right here. And we're going to come back over here, crank this volume down. And these camera angles are super wonky because there's not a lot of space in here. So let me crank this back down. We're going to move it down to 20. And then let's turn this fader balance all the way to the right. Alright. We're still at volume of 20.
time you see my
Alright, now that was with this rear right speaker being powered through this factory amplifier. This aftermarket head unit is powered. We could barely hear this speaker right here, even though we turned the volume all the way up to 40. So if you're just thinking that you're going to hook these speakers directly to this head unit and expect some good quality sound, you might be mistaken, because in this case it doesn't work like that. From the head unit to the speaker produce almost no sound at all. You really need to have it powered by something. And for most vehicles, again, the factory amplifier is enough to get good quality sound if all you want to do is swap out these speakers. Now obviously you don't need to purchase an aftermarket amplifier to get good quality sound. The factory amplifier is more than capable to provide that nice quality sound that you're looking for. All you gotta do is just swap out those speakers and it's gonna be a major improvement. Now, I do have an aftermarket head unit, and the reason why I like running an aftermarket head unit is because it gives me more control than the factory head unit. And with that extra control, I can manipulate certain sound frequencies that I want to hear or not hear, thus improving the overall listening experience. Now, I do have a lot of extra speakers from my testing, so I'm gonna probably put some of these speakers into this 4Runner. Now this 4Runner does not have an aftermarket head unit. It still has the factory head unit. So I think what I'm gonna do is take those speakers over there that I was testing, put it inside of this 4Runner right here, just to see how much of an improvement we can get by just swapping out these OEM factory speakers with a nice pair of aftermarket speakers. So I think that might be a video that's gonna be in the making here in the next couple of weeks. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and join us next time on Garage Matters.